Assalamualaikum students, I am Shakil Ahmed. Today we will finish our previous topic, the British East India Company. So here in this topic we will discuss the British policies of annexation. Means they wanted to grab more and more Indian lands. First of all, the annexation of Sindh. By 19th century, the British were so concerning and conscious about the Russian expansions towards Afghanistan. They didn't want that Afghanistan would go into the hands of Russians. So the British they wanted to install their own pro-British government or rule in Afghanistan. In this regard, they wanted the help of ruler of Punjab, Ranjit Singh, but Ranjit Singh didn't provide any help. Finally, the British they sent their troops into Afghanistan, and after all, in a rebellion, the Afghans they killed all the British troops over there. So it was a big question mark on the pride of the British. The British they decided to try their luck to another land, and it was Sindh. In those days, Sindh was under the rule of a collection of amirs, who were called the Amir Rani Sindh or Amirs of Sindh. So, a British general, Sir Charles Napier, provoked the Amirs of Sindh so much that they attacked the British residency. Means they attacked the Amirs of Sindh. They attacked the British headquarters uh, on the instructions of Sir Charles Napier, and it was being done in 1843. So now the British forces got an excuse to attack on Sindh in retaliation. So in the battle in the war between the Amirs of Sindh and the British forces, the Amirs were being defeated, and finally Sindh was annexed by the British. Now, next one is the annexations of Punjab and Northwest Frontier province. So, already we know that Punjab was under the rule of Ranjit Singh. In 1839, Ranjit Singh was died, and later on his uh, later rulers after Ranjit Singh death, they thought that the British would now got the control of Punjab. So later the Sikhs were worried regarding, and they launched an attack on the British. So in that war between the Sikh forces and the British forces, the British defeated the Sikhs, and it was called the Battle of Aliwal, and it was fought in January 1846. A treaty of Lahore was signed between. So the Sikh forces had to pay huge ransom of money and land to the British. Later on, in the second Sikh War, which was fought in 1848 and 49, the Sikhs again were being defeated, and finally the British ended the Sikh Empire or rule in Punjab. Later on, uh, the Punjab and what later became known as the Northwest Frontier province became part of British Empire in March 1849. Now we'll discuss the frontier defined between the British and the government of uh, Afghanistan. In 1893, the agreement between Amir Abdul Rahman of Afghanistan and Sir Mortimer Durand, who was the British official on behalf of the British government. So the agreement was signed, and according to that agreement, the boundary was defined or demarcated between the tribal territory of Afghanistan and the British India. The new frontier or boundary was called the Durand Line by the name of Sir Mortimer Durand. So the British wanted to safeguard actually northern India from the non-stop tribal warfare and raiding. Next is the Doctrine of Lapse. It was another policy made by the British in 1852. So, Governor General Lord Dalhousie had introduced the scheme or policy of Doctrine of Lapse. According to that, when a ruler died without a natural heir, the British would control his lands. So different states, just like Satara, Nagpur, Jhansi, and Awadh, and some other states, they went under the control of the British. Uh, Basically, the doctrine of lapse, that policy became very unpopular, and it created resentment in India, especially the Indian princely states. Uh, that policy of doctrine of lapse was used as an excuse to take more and more Indian lands under the British control.